Hey guys, so there's been a lot of TV shows and movies coming out in September and October. So I'm just going to give y'all a recap of everything that came out or is coming out. It's so much stuff, so I might not be able to review everything, but I definitely want y'all to know about everything coming out. So Child Star is a Hulu documentary executive produced by Demi Lovato. And Demi is basically interviewing fellow celebrities who grew up in the limelight about the highs and lows of fame at a young age. Guests will include Drew Barrymore, JoJo Siwa, Allison Stoner, Raven Simone, Keenan Thompson, and Christina Ricci, and also them talking about how early fame has affected them as adults. Into the Fire, The Lost Daughter came out about 2 weeks ago, September 12th, and it's basically about this mom who had put her daughter up for adoption, and then after her daughter was adopted by somebody else, she ended up disappearing. The Floor is a trivia game show that I love. It comes back today on Fox, and there's also another show called The 1% Club. I'm going to put it under here. That's on Amazon Prime. That's another trivia game show that I've been watching and I like. Y'all know I love The Circle. The Circle is back on Netflix for season 7. We're about halfway through the season. And for those who don't know, The Circle is basically a social media competition. The people are all living in the same building, but they only communicate through this app, through games and chats. And basically the person who's the most popular or the most liked by the rest of the people will win the game. And they also have the option to play as themselves or play as somebody else, you know. The Impact ATL, if y'all don't know, The Impact New York was the first show that I ever reviewed on TikTok and really got me going. So The Impact Atlanta is coming back. This is the new cast. They haven't given a date though. But we do have some changes in the cast. Des Dior is gone. Lakia is gone. And Arrogante is gone. And they have been replaced with Light Skin Keisha, QC rapper Gloss Up, and I believe that's Tory Bricks. On October 3rd, House of Villains will be back for season 2. It's a reality show starring TV's most infamous villains living together and competing to be the last villain standing for a cash prize of $200,000. This season's contestants include Camilla from Bad Girls Club and Baddies, New York from I Love New York and Flavor of Love, and Safari from Love and Hip Hop. Okay, Control is a movie coming out on Netflix October 4th that I was kind of interested in. The description reads, Nella and Joe are the perfect influencer couple, but when he cheats on her, she turns to an AI app to erase him from her life until it takes control. So that does sound like some tea, and it's listed as a thriller, but the only thing is it's listed as an Indian Hindi language film, which means that Netflix is going to have those fake voices talking over in English, like translating, but I'm going to still try to watch it. If you haven't seen The First Platform on Netflix, I suggest you go watch it. It's one of the best movies I've ever watched on Netflix. That was like a Netflix film or a Netflix original. So The Platform 2 comes out October 4th, which is basically a sequel or continuation to the first one. So I'll read you guys the plot of The First Platform. So basically it's a tower-style building. The residents are transferred in for various crimes or wants, and every month they switch between the floors. Like they don't know what number floor they're going to be on. They're fed via a platform which initially is filled with food at the top floor, but as it gradually goes down, there's less and less food. Now, obviously, if the people at the top were being fair, they could have it where everybody could eat as it gradually goes down. But what usually happens is the people at the top eat all the food, and then the people at the bottom have nothing. So yes, I'm definitely excited to see the sequel to The Platform. It's What's Inside comes out on Netflix October 4th. So Control, The Platform 2, and It's What's Inside all come out on Netflix October 4th. So It's What's Inside is described as a sci-fi psychological thriller. Okay, and the description says a pre-wedding reunion descends into a psychological nightmare for a group of college friends when a surprise guest arrives with a mysterious suitcase. Queen's Court is coming back for season 2 on Peacock, October 6th. Last season, it was Tamar, Nivea, and Evelyn Lozada. This season, it's Delicious, K. Michelle, and Lisa Ray. Real Housewives of Potomac is coming back for season 9, October 6th as well. Abbott Elementary is coming back October 9th. Okay, I pretty much was done there, but since I'm here, I'm going to just give y'all a few more things that I'm watching that's out. So Power Book 2 is finishing its last season. There are about 2 or 3 episodes left. Mona Leo's project Throwing Bows comes out this Friday. Glorilla's album Glorious comes out October 11th. Sweetie is also dropping Is It The Way on Friday, which samples Jill Scott. Usually the samples are what works for her, so let's hope for the best. Meg has announced a deluxe to her album Megan, so it's going to be Megan Act 2. We don't have a date yet. Nicki also had initially announced a deluxe for Pink Friday 2, but she ended up saying that she's just going to do a Pink Friday 3 instead, so it's going to be a whole new album. We don't have a date for that either, but it's coming. And then the last stuff is the stuff that I'm already reviewing on a weekly basis that you guys know I'm watching, which is Jocelyn's Cabaret Texas, The Basketball Wives Reunion, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, Caught in the Act Unfaithful starring Tammy, and the Baddies Caribbean Reunion, as well as the Baddies Midwest / Baddies Gone Wild auditions. One more thing. See, it's so much stuff. I almost left out a whole category for y'all. So this is the horror / suspense. So The Front Room is a psychological horror starring Brandy. The Front Room and Never Let Go are in theaters, but eventually they'll probably be on streaming services, or if you have like a jailbroken Fire Stick like me, you'll be able to get it pretty soon. So the description says a young couple's life is thrown into disarray when they reluctantly agree to take in a man's estranged stepmother. The couple's seemingly normal home becomes a battleground of paranoia and fear. The old woman's erratic behavior and mysterious past unveil dark secrets that threaten to unravel the couple's relationship. Never Let Go, starring Holly, released September 20th, 2024, and the description says, when an unspeakable evil takes over the world, the only protection for a mother and her twin sons is their house and strong bond. Needing to stay connected at all times, even tethering themselves with ropes, they must cling to one another and never let go. However, when one of the boys questions if the evil is real, the ties that bind them together are severed, triggering a terrifying fight for survival. Don't Move is coming out on Netflix October 25th, 2024. So obviously this is in preparation for Halloween. Same thing with the Mr. Crockett movie we'll be discussing on Hulu. It's a Halloween movie. So the plot for Don't Move says a seasoned serial killer injects a grieving woman with a paralytic agent while the two of them are isolated deep in the forest. As the agent gradually takes over her body, she must run, hide, and fight for her life before the entire nervous system shuts down. Now that's really some scary shit. And then Mr. Crockett is honestly the one that I'm most excited about out of these four. I'm a scaredy cat, but I'm definitely going to watch this one. And it basically says in 1993, a mysterious children's show host, Mr. Crockett, magically emerges from the television sets to kidnap young children, brutally slaying their parents in the process. And I saw the trailer for Mr. Crockett. Like, it was crazy. That comes out October 11th. So that was our September/October TV, movie, and music recap. You guys know what's on right now, what's coming up, what I'm planning to watch, and I possibly will review. So keep up with the stuff I'm keeping up with, and we can talk about it here. All right, bye, guys.